He lay motionless on the cracked sidewalk, the noise of the city rushing past him like he didn't exist. People walked by. Cars passed. But no one noticed the frail senior dog whose ribs pressed sharply against his thin skin. His body was covered in swollen ticks. Each one clung to him like a cruel reminder of how long he had been suffering alone. He was too weak to even lift his head. Once, he had been someone's loyal companion. Once, he had waited by the door, tail wagging, eyes full of trust. But now, his cloudy eyes barely opened as he struggled to breathe. No one knew how long he had been there. Maybe hours. Maybe days. Just as the sun began to dip lower in the sky, a woman walking home noticed something unusual near the curb. At first she thought it was a pile of rags. Then it moved. Her heart dropped. It was a dog. A very old dog. She rushed over and knelt beside him. Up close, the sight was heartbreaking. His fragile body trembled, and the ticks covering his skin had drained nearly all his strength. "Hey, sweetheart, I see you," she whispered softly. For the first time that day, the dog slowly opened his eyes. There was fear in them, but also something else: hope. She immediately called a local rescue team. Within minutes they arrived, carefully lifting the weak senior onto a blanket. Even the rescuers, who had seen so many heartbreaking cases, struggled to hold back tears. At the veterinary clinic, the reality became clear. He was severely dehydrated, malnourished, and the ticks had caused dangerous blood loss. But despite everything, he was still fighting. The vets worked for hours removing the ticks one by one, cleaning his fragile skin, and giving him fluids. Everyone held their breath. Would he survive? That night, wrapped in warm blankets for the first time in who knows how long, the old dog did something no one expected. He wagged his tail. Just once. A tiny movement, but powerful enough to bring tears to everyone in the room. Days passed. Slowly, his strength returned, his eyes grew brighter, his body began to heal, and the dog who once lay forgotten on a sidewalk started greeting the staff with gentle tail wags and quiet gratitude. They named him Chance, because that's exactly what he had been given. Weeks later, a kind family came to the shelter. They weren't looking for a puppy. They wanted to give a senior dog the love he deserved in his final years. When Chance slowly walked toward them, leaning gently into their hands, they knew instantly. He was coming home. The dog who once collapsed alone on a sidewalk now sleeps in a soft bed every night, surrounded by love. And for the first time in a long time, he is no longer forgotten.